All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Mike Lowy, Lowy Trading Academy. So we're gonna go over the trades for the day, bro. Such a good day. I'm just chilling with my girl Thina right now, so don't mind that. But that's insane, right there. Right, that's my girl. She make I don't know how much she just made. Uh, a lot, a lot of money. So that's nice. And within 2 days, the 15th and 16th, she had 500, 600, 700, 800, $1,000 in 2 days. That's a great intro to this video. Perfect timing to send that message, right? So today was actually fairly easy. What we went over today was simply just if we could hold below the 694 level, we'll take it short to at least previous day lows, right? Or these pre-market lows that never got tested. And that's exactly where we went to. So that was actually like our take profit. So entry was here for me, right? And then I called it out to the chat when we had more confirmation at the break of pre-market lows. I called it out to the chat, and that is, that's how the cookie crumbles right there, right? So that was a super easy trade. That was from 693 down to 690 was full TP. I did tell people to trim once they got to right about here. And then we had that clear break of 691.5. So we knew that that TP was going to be that 690. And that's how we held the trade. That's how we stayed in the trade. And then as far as video goes, the video we took, this was so clean. This was 189.5, which was previous day highs, as well as essentially reclaim of pre-market highs. Really, let's see. Yeah, so it reclaimed it. But I was on the previous day highs, and as soon as we swept the previous day highs and broke back into it, I knew that that's a safe trade that we could take at least down to pre-market lows or previous day lows, right? But obviously, in this case, you kind of have to just read price action. We, 189.5 to 188 dollar, dollar and a half move. I'll take that, right? So that's good. That was a good play. We never got the continuation down for it, which is fine. We don't need 1,000% trades. Tesla is one that I am upset I missed. I was already in all the other trades, well, SPY and NVDA, so I didn't want to also enter Tesla, especially with like how the market has been, right? But if you notice one thing in common, they all swept the previous day highs with bearish divergence, right? Make a higher high. This makes a lower high, and this would be the RSI, right? So SPY, NVIDIA as well. Look at this, SPY. That was Tesla. And this is NVIDIA. Boom. And then this is SPY. So, SPY not really. SPY not really. But NVIDIA and Tesla did for sure. AMD, I almost took this retrace, but as soon as this kept happening, like as soon as the bullish inverted the bearish, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna chop around here, and we have been. So didn't miss out nothing there. Hood, this was the retrace that I set an alert for, but I don't really care for that retrace. I'm already done for the day. I probably would have. Uh, I'd probably take profits. I don't know. No, I'll go to the low of the day at least. I think it'll go. I think it'll go for sure. So we'll wait to see what Hood does. And then Meta, you could have done a nice little break and retest to lows too. So because when the market is giving you good setups, like we know that other things will be trending. So like as long as SPY was making this move down, I knew that I was probably safe with NVIDIA, and I was probably safe with Tesla, right? And then I'm not going to hold it very long, especially when I'm out of SPY here because of that close and the next candle being a bullish. I mean, that's almost like a morning star, right? At the bottom of a downtrend, you get this formation, bullish engulfing, right? And then if you're an ICT guy, you're probably waiting for the 15-minute inverse. And then you get your 15-minute inverse right here. And then we could take it to the upside and we could target previous highs, right? So I don't know what exactly you guys do. But I never trade solely off fair value gaps for sure. There's multiple different like confluencers. There's multiple different ways to trade. There's multiple different ways to take trades. There's multiple different ways to see this charts, right? I mean, there's so many different ways that you could essentially learn to read the price action. So you got to find what works for you the best. It goes through strategy and time and consistency, just every day showing up and getting it done. Even if you have no money to trade, it doesn't matter. You can still put in time behind the charts. Don't wait until you have money to trade because you're probably just going to lose it and then be like, oh, well, trading sucks. No, it doesn't. You're just undisciplined. So keep that in mind too for future reference. And that's all I got for you guys. It's your boy Mike Lowy. We out. Enjoy the